In the air to deep right field for Grisham. It's gone, and the Padres tie it 1-1. One swing of the bat will get it done. Home run number 9 of the year for Grisham has tied this game off Clayton Kershaw.
Oh, we got some chirping going on.
Hey there, this is Real Talk Baseball and Carlos Baseball. With me is Will Power. Man, there's a lot of things going on with baseball, but one of the things that's kind of highlighted on today's show is the Kershaw-Grisham. Kershaw made a pitch, and Grisham took him deep, and he kind of showed him up. And, you know, the Dodgers took exception to it, and, I mean, nothing happened, but, you know, when someone shows you up, you kind of tend to get a little upset, and knowing how the series was, you know, is supposed to be where they want first place. They're the best two teams in the NL, so they're going at it. And that was the first game. So, any thoughts on that, Will?
You know, I really think the celebrations when a player hits a home run, it makes the game fun. You know, for the fans of the Padres, they love to see that. You know, a guy from their team hits a home run off of who was once considered the best pitcher in baseball. And, you know, if like when Max Muncy hit the home run off of Bumgarner in San Francisco, it was the same thing for Dodger fans, how, you know, they like to see his little home run celebration, go get it out of the ocean, you know, or like the Tim Anderson, like the big bat flip that he did a couple seasons ago.
Yeah.
And how Puig used to do, you know, it gets fans in the game. So as a fan of the opposing team, you don't like to see that. No. But controversy creates cash, you know? So when things like this happen and fans get mad at the other team or whatever, it kind of creates a little rivalry and it makes baseball a little bit more fun. So I like this. I don't blame him at all for celebrating. The thing that I don't really like too much about his celebration is it was barely a home run. It was a wall scraper. Now, if you're going to take him, you know, 450 feet, that's one thing. But if you're barely hitting like the 380 mark on a wall scraper home run, I don't really think the celebration that he did was really worthy of something like that, you know?
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know what? I think the reason why he celebrated is because he knew it was gone for sure, right? But the other reason why I think he celebrated so hard is because, dude, I don't know if you remember the last series, Chris Taylor threw out Grisham at home plate, and he kind of made a face after he was tagged, and he kind of made that face like, man, they sent me on it wasn't a really deep ball, you know, Chris Taylor threw him out, and from that moment, I felt like, okay, the next time they face each other, which is this series, something's going to happen. And this is what happened. Trent Grisham, like, hit it out, and he's like, I'm going to show him up. They got me out at home plate. And maybe it has nothing to do with it, but I kind of felt like it because Chris Taylor did throw him out at home plate that series before, and now he hits a home run. It kind of changed the game. It changed the momentum. That home run, it is against one of the greats in MLB. So I would be celebrating, too, if I was hitting against Kershaw and I hit a home run. Like, Kershaw's one of the greatest hitters, but I'm not going to show him up like that. But everybody has their you know, the way of celebrating, right? And in the way of the kids celebrating now, you know, I kind of like it. Let them play. I've said it before with Tatis. Let them play, and it's good. It's good for the game. It's good for the rivalry, especially right now with the series. Well, not that it's a series, but with the teams being so close on winning the division. You know, I think it's a good way to bring the rivalry, to revive the rivalry.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes there's players that hit the ball and they think it's a no doubter, it's just gone, and then we see they jog to first, and you know, it could have been exactly. You know, it could have been a double, but then he turns it into a single because he thought it was a home run, and then he like literally just trots around the bases at a slow pace. Yeah. And you know, with Grisham, it could have been the same thing. The result, you know, it ended in his favor, But how stupid would he have felt if, it got caught in center field, or if it was a home run rob or something like that,
Yeah.
And then he didn't even look at the ball. It was like right after the swing, he turns to the dugout and does his little celebration and then starts to jog around.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing what you said right now with Muncy, though. With Muncy, he didn't show up Madison Bumgarner. I think when he hit the home run, he admired how long that and how deep the ball was. And then Bumgarner was the one that took exception, like, man,
Right.
run. Why don't you run? So Muncy didn't do anything wrong. When he was rounding the bases and he was hearing Bumgarner, of course, he says, go get it. I'm not going to stay quiet either if someone tells me, like, I was admiring the home run. But
Yeah.
what he did was he admired the home. He looked at the dugout, and then he looked at Kershaw. And then while he was running third base, I think he put up the number 9, meaning that was his 9th home run. And then he said something like, you guys are weak, or something like that. And you can hear the Dodger dugout kind of screaming at him too. So, it kind of has like a little back and forward thing, which is really good and exciting for baseball, especially with no fans in right now. Like, we need this excitement. We need this rivalry, which is kind of did spark something up for me on Monday for sure. When I saw the game, I'm like, really, you're gonna let this guy show you up? And then they didn't play that well after that. It kind of sparked up the Padres, and the Padres did win big, 7-2. So if something like that's gonna spark up your team, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. I don't take exception to anybody celebrating the way they celebrate, and that's good. That's a good thing for them. So, anything else you want to add?
No, I don't think so.
No?
Not for that topic.
Everything is covered on that. All right. For more videos and stuff like that, go ahead and follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and we even have a Twitter account. And if you guys like the video, go ahead and click that like and subscribe on YouTube. This is Real Talk Baseball and Carlos Baseball, and this is Will Power. Thank you for listening to us.
Just ripped the glove right off.
Swing and a miss and a strikeout. A Hundy. 2-run homer for Profar.